The simplest level, the chemistry meeting is about getting to know the other person. And very often it's about explaining what coaching is, what are the responsibilities of the coach and the coachee, and what are the ethics, privacy, confidentiality, and all that kind of a stuff. I mean, those are the, basically anything that is not in the session that you want to contract outside is what happens in a chemistry meeting, especially if it is, as it should be in a corporate kind of environment, it's between the coach, the client, and the stakeholder, who could be either the line manager, ideally, or someone from HR. So that's a tripartite agreement as to what the coaching is about and what the organization is expecting, and the client agrees. That's the principal reason for a chemistry meeting. But very often, the chemistry meeting also enables you to get an idea about the coach's, the client's personality. And I have been in a number of chemistry meetings where they were evaluating few other people. And so it becomes very important for you to, at that point in time, to be able to resonate. And that's why it's called the chemistry meeting, that you are able to develop the chemistry with that person. So essentially, it's a combination of three things. One is to fix up what necessarily is a coaching journey's kind of the journey is about, what the intent is about. And for the specific session-wise things are discussed later, if there are any logistical issues that need to be sorted out. And thirdly, about getting to know the client. I would say these are the three primary ones.
Great. You wrote my blog post for me. What about when it comes to individual clients, when there isn't a sponsor?
Yeah, then it's just between the coach and the client.
But the same things, or is there anything else?
It's the same thing. So you spend more time because there is no third person involved. And if it's a team, it gets a little bit more involved because there might be other members of the team. But if it's an individual one, it's a pretty much straightforward issue about, I mean, I would spend, when I have a chemistry session, which, I mean, there were quite some time ago when I had to really seek clients. At that point in time, it was about what sort of became a resonation point between me and the client. Like there was one, I still remember, a woman who was, he came from the US and she was running a fairly large operation in India. And she was looking at three other clients, coaches whom she had rejected. And so I was very unwilling to go to that place because it's far away, and the HR person was fairly desperate. They agreed to pay me whatever for my travel and stuff like that. And she was supposed to have, supposed to have been extremely tough. And I just found, this, since you know my background, something we were talking about, suddenly she mentioned something about Ramana. So I picked up on that. And the rest of it was within 5 minutes, she said, oh, you are the person that I'm looking for. So you never know. You never know what happens. So, so basically, you try to explore not necessarily what is about the issue, because that is probably something later, but who the client is, what's the client's personality is, what's happening out there.